In my time with NAMI Mercer, one of the things that I've really come to appreciate is the profound impact that mental illness has on families, not only throughout our county but throughout our country. And there's such a pervasive stigma sometimes that exists with mental illness that family members and individuals are often very reluctant to come forward and share that they have an illness, and people are very hesitant to ask questions and seek out community supports just because of the stigma attached with these diseases. The reality is virtually everybody is touched by mental illness or knows somebody closely that's been touched by mental illness in one way or another. And if there's anything that NAMI can do to help families understand that mental illness is just that, it's an illness, and that the people that are suffering from it need the support of their communities, then I think we've gone a long way to raise awareness for mental illness and ultimately to be able to provide programming to help families deal with some of the devastation that severe and persistent mental illness can cause. We seek to really to be a resource to families that need it, and to be able to provide programming to enhance the lives and the experiences and recovery that often comes with mental illness. To me, NAMI means a place where people who aren't sure where to turn can truly turn to get the support that they need. And the people that I'm talking to, of course, are families that have been affected by mental illness. NAMI is simply a place that people can get the community support and the love and the resources that they need to deal with the devastating consequences of mental illness. Like most nonprofit organizations, the reality is fundraising is the lifeblood of our organization, and we truly need our community to step up and say that we support families that are affected by mental illness, and they can do that both by attending our events and becoming aware, but also, quite frankly, financially, because it does take funds to run an organization that's a nonprofit charitable organization that provides free programming to families in need. And what I'd ask members of our community to think about is if you had a loved one, and you very well might, you might not even know it, that is struggling from mental illness to a degree that the people around them and the people that care about them aren't able to live their lives without constantly struggling with this disease. Wouldn't you want a place for them to turn? Wouldn't you want an organization that would be able to provide resources for families and education for families that are severely impacted by the devastating consequences of mental illness? And that's exactly what we do. I think that there is probably more awareness for other diseases, cancer, HIV, heart disease, but there's something that oftentimes is viewed as dark about mental illness, and people don't like to talk about it. NAMI is here to make sure that people feel comfortable coming forward with their stories, and your funding is essentially what can allow us to give the community the support that it needs.